Hello and welcome to the Mattniverse. Today we're going to further explore Persona 5. So last time pretty much we found out that Akechi has a persona now, because he caught actual footage and pictures of us leaving the Mattniverse, and he went in himself. Apparently got shot at by that killer, and I guess that's what awakened his persona? Awoken, I guess? So now we got pretty much that to worry about, and we're still deciding, apparently, on if he should join or not, which he probably should since he is kind of blackmailing us. That's not what he calls it.
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. Oh yeah, and we did talk to Sojiro too, and now he knows that we are a phantom thief. It's late already? Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward. Go home, or he'll worry. You can sleep on the sofa.
Hey!
Wait, shouldn't you sleep on the sofa so that Futaba can go ahead and sleep on the bed? I guess. I'm gonna go home. Night. Oh, there you go. I guess that worked. But yeah. The fact that he is blackmailing us, we probably should just take the deal anyways. What else can we do? I think we have a couple of days to decide, though. I don't really remember.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
That's a lot.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
That's insane. You gonna report us? Only if we get caught. That is insane.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves.
True.
And it'll happen every day, even at school.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Why did this happen?
I'm sorry. There was no choice. I didn't know it would. I didn't, that is true. But there was no choice either.
That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
I know. Don't worry. Believe in me. Believe in me.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
That's good to know.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
When? That's what I want to know is when. What is this guy even talking about?
Hey, great!
I can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to this school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. But 30 million yen, man. Just let me dream a little. People and them always wanting money. But I guess can you blame them? Oh. Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually having a wanted notice out for us feels kinda weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away this time. Our backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good, though. Let's talk more in person.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too, considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly. What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly.
I wouldn't be able to cope with the way that guy was either.
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
They baited us. We lost sight of our goal. I don't know. Ah, man. Well, our goal was to help people. In a way, we did. Even if it was that we were baited into doing it.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too, but still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now?
Of course not.
I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
We'll overcome this. We haven't lost yet. Let's turn the tables. Oh, this is about the same, but let's do this.
Yeah, Running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. That's the same as dumping our aesthetics again, because we only care about our hides.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Good question.
Yeah.
Well, if anything has to do with the Sainijima calling card, I mean, that could be a way.
Yo.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier. Being framed and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry. I don't mind. I know how you feel. Yeah.
Huh?
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head.
And again.
I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it. You can still change. Things will turn around. Are you going to give up? Yeah, you're right. I could start by changing who I am now. Thanks, you. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon.
See ya.
See ya. Oh, got someone else. I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us together at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. I don't know. We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, see you all tomorrow. We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Want to know how he got that app in the first place, but I guess it was meant to be. We can't let things end here. We need to figure out who's behind everything. Hopefully we can.
Nice.
We're not done quite yet. This is just the beginning. Everything's going a turn for the worse now. This whole thing with Akechi just makes it even worse. Blackmailing us to say, oh yeah, we can join you. Or you can join us, I guess.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late.
And what were they supposed to do before?
The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. If this is a ship that's bound to a rotting dock and destined to sink, we might as well destroy it once. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
A lot of people always talk about the future and wanting to better our, society. Sometimes it's never true.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
No, go make it yourself.
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san.
So that's how
I've
it
already
goes.
discovered that she has a palace.
So that's how it comes to be.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Interesting.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No.
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why.
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Jeez.
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. It will become a warning to not mess with us. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
True. You think?
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
What other choice do we have, really? We will. It's not a bad deal. We don't have a choice. Either way, it's all saying the same thing. Yes, I guess.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, But the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping it'd never come to pass, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
More tomorrows, but
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
kind of. This is about her sister. You're imagining it. I wonder why. It is about her sister, yes.
Well, I guess that can't be helped.
Yeah.
Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
We'll see. I don't know either. Yep, I was figuring we'd go back. Go talk to Sai herself.
A palace? In me?
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice?
Pretty much.
And he had already experienced the Mattniverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word.
Why would he?
Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I'm appalled as the commander of this operation. I alone was kept in the dark. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
Of course. That's right. Do you believe me now? That's not all.
Believe you? I'm just considering it as a possibility. Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
What are you talking about? I don't remember. I don't know. What are you talking about?
Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out.
Yeah.
But the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
I haven't lost yet. I'm not alone. Justice wins in the end. I'm not alone.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk.
You still got some more
When you
time.
were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Hope so. Still got quite some time though. Rank 6.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet.
But of course.
There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
That's what I would like to know too. Because I don't know either. So that'd be something to learn if we actually did trigger a change of heart.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear. A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
Sure. Don't do that. That's impressive. What else can you dig up? Don't do that.
I thought you'd like that. Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first. There's something else we want you to look into.
The heck? What was that? That was weird. I have no idea what that was about. But knowing what they talked about would have been nice. What else were they looking into? Now for today's train news. First off, the investigation team has announced new progress in the search for the Phantom Thieves. Secondly, the opposition party has submitted a vote of no confidence regarding the current cabinet. That, along with legislator Shido's plan for a new party, has sparked fears of governmental disbandment. Shido. Wish I could have told him off that long time ago that I met him. Where are we meeting today? Oh, right. We were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint. The government office district. Kasumagasaki. Oh, Jesus. Kasumi, that'll work. Indeed. Oh, I've never heard of that place. Never been there, though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Whoa, just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, police prosecutor's office, and public security. The Diet building is right near there too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we are just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory? Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den. Kitty. Can't wait for this. Can't wait to see what her palace even looks like. That's gonna be interesting.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
But this should be a substantially forced operation. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
Oh god.
I'm so
Futaba.
sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks.
Whenever she's done gawking out that.
I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
We'll see. Though our positions are somewhat different, Akechi will be joining us for the time being. We'll see how well that works. Oh, well look at that. I got baton pass for him. And follow-up. Detective talk. Harrison recovery.
All right.
Jeez, now I got all the abilities. Most of them, anyway.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Something like that.
Then shall we get started?
Yes.
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met. Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena? Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then.
No.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
What else is there?
It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
There we go.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Oh, wait. That makes sense, because the place I got caught, that was a casino.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
That's right. Because there was slot machines and stuff at the bottom, and I was jumping on top of the chandeliers. Right, right. That makes sense now.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Why is Morgana the only one who changed?
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we? Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
But I guess we aren't considered as a threat yet, too, so that also was a reason for them to change clothes. What the? Okay, then. That's a pretty big casino. Jeez, that's a huge palace.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
True.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the Mattniverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
True.
Codename?
But what does he look like?
Phantom Thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Quite a bit.
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
Kind of.
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
There you go.
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
Can't wait to see what his persona does. This is going to be interesting. Wasn't expecting Akechi to be another part of our team.
Now then.
This is business as usual. First off, we'll need to find an infiltration route. So assemble my team? Oh no, I already have it. Wow, what do you do?
Do you have a moment?
I'm counting on you.
Oh?
Switch with... That's a good call. For now, I guess Makoto.
That settles it.
Alright, let's go. This way, maybe? No? Can't go to that. Where else am I supposed to go? Hey, we can't go that way. We'll garner far too much attention. Let's find another route. I found this side route, but how do I jump over this thing? It won't let me. Oh. The gate was broken. Apparently I couldn't get in it. Oopsies. Alright. Oh, we're going on the roof jumping. Here we go. There's a door right here. Cool.
Okay.
Looks like we'll be able to sneak in from here. Alright. Oh, there we are.
Oh?
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct? Dude, you're planning on stealing stuff in that getup? It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like. No, this is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice. Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. Yes.
Say.
That aside, the people in here look completely normal. But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh.
All right, Crow doesn't know much about cognitive beings, does he? Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography? Oh god. Cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions. That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh? No, I'm pretty sure he gets it. In essence, since these ones look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. But considering that what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
But
not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba's and Okamura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful, particularly of those in positions of power. Is this what you have to go through every time? That's right. What of it? Yes, but this is the last. That's right. We won't call it our last. This is the first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
Hey!
Just don't slow us down, Crow. I will not allow that to happen. Okay. Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for the infiltration is November 20th. Any later, and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card, as always. So the calling card wasn't merely for show, it's a necessary step. Will you please stop interrupting? My apologies.
Come on.
Well then, let's go. We'll see how far we get. I mean, this will definitely have to be done another time for the rest of it. There we go. Now we're in our clothes. Well then, let's begin by securing our route. Now everybody's in their little flashy getup, except for Crow. I don't think... I might have one. Let's check. Boss's suit. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Alright, so. What do we have to fight? That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, because see, we went about right there or right over there. Can't get over there, apparently. Gotta go this way first. But this definitely looks like the place I began. So, apparently that's what happens. Very interesting. So I don't think we get through this whole dungeon. It won't open. Could it perhaps be blocked from the other side? Probably. We should probably try to look for another way through. Good idea. No shadows though, which is quite surprising. Go ahead and crawl through that. Okay. Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
Whoa!
Okay, she already knows. You can see us? You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down, and I will tell you where it is. What the? What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that. It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you? We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer. Fine. I guess we're planning it this way. It's different. Interesting getup she's wearing. Oh my god. Well, that's not what I was expecting. She seems, gothic in a way. That's a lot of eyeliner. So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building. Why are you telling us this? It's as I said before, I wish to go on about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there. Okay. Elevator. Damn it! Over there. It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her. This feels bad. I don't know about this. Let's go after her, Joker. I guess. I mean, what else can we do? And up the elevator. This definitely does seem like a trap, though. I don't like it. Authentication required. Please insert your member's card. Of course, there's a catch. Member's card? Perhaps it bears relation to a player's club of sorts. I can't handle your technical speak. Just give it me straight.
Do you have a moment?
Casinos typically have a membership system called a player's club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
What?
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy. I would agree with you, but... a shadow? He's holding a beer bottle, or a wine bottle, not a beer bottle. Wrong thing. As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
I see.
So much she must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her. Here it comes. I think you need more pants, bro. No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you, after all. I have high expectations. Will you be alright?
Yes.
I promise to surpass even my lofty hopes of those. Okay. So what does your persona look like? That's the thing. Interesting. Alright.
Well then, let us begin.
Let us. Robin Hood? That's what his persona is?
Don't worry. You can leave this one to me.
Okay.
Take them down, Robin Hood!
Robin Hood, huh?
Persona!
Ah, he's got the light and dark. Interesting. Megidola, huh? Almighty damage? Wow. Okay.
Robin Hood! Everywhere!
You missed. Dude, you missed. That just like blows my expectations out of the water there.
You got it.
You're not so bad. And I am capable of much more. Now then, let us deal with the shadows quickly. Wait, doesn't it sound like we're gonna get ambushed based on what we heard earlier?
You're right.
I agree. I'd like to deal with them as quickly as we can. But now that we have an infiltration route, I suggest we return for now and prepare. Very well. I trust your experience and judgment. Let us do that. It's a good idea. Definitely need to buy some better weapons and stuff. Whatever I can get, really. We'll have to see. Today was truly one surprise after another. I hope we continue to thrive in our work together. Agreed. We will need to explain the steps we take, though. That is unnecessary. First we secure an infiltration route, then we send the calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler's historic desires will manifest into a physical form. By taking that core, the change of heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps will be something along those lines? A+. It ain't so easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this shit. I'm not underestimating anything, I assure you. By the way, Nijime-san's shadow seemed really confident. Yes, there's no knowing what may await. Let's continue cautiously. Very well. You will let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Of course, if I feel like it. Nah. Sure. Perfect. I will be available at any time you need me. That's enough for now. Let's prepare well for the coming task. Yes. My apologies for somewhat derailing this conversation. We will be counting on you, Akechi. Failure is not an option here. Yes, I'll do my best to live up to all your expectations. The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got. Yeah, we'll see. So, Akechi has all the light and dark powers, but he's probably going to be more useful in this dungeon, because usually the people I usually get are the weakness to, shadows inside the dungeon. This is a rare opportunity. Let's steal Nijima's heart. Hello. Things have really soured. There's even a bounty on you guys. But I seriously believe the Phantom Thieves are innocent. By the way, I changed up the survey question. It's already up in flames, though. It's a problem for me, too, if people don't like the Phantom Thieves or heroes. Just try to clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can, okay? I'm counting on you. So people are turning us even in his survey. Our popularity is really at an all-time low. Yeah. Can't go anywhere. But I think we'll go ahead and just end this here for now. Since the next episode will just be the run through of the dungeon like I did before. We'll see how far we get, if we actually get to the, actual end to send the calling card, but the thing is I don't think we're gonna steal it. Because I don't think the change of heart happened. Because at the beginning, when you were all high and mighty, and then you got brat down to nothing again. So, I don't think that we're gonna finish the dungeon. I think we're gonna get caught. Like how we did. And then whatever happens after that, who knows. But that's my deduction of it, so we'll see what happens, I guess. So, thank you for joining me for this adventure. I'll see you guys for the next adventure. Bye.